Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Journey Leah and I am back with another video. I am feeling so good today. I'm in a great mood and I wanted to hop on here and share some of this positivity and hopefully get you all pumped up and amped up and feeling good as well. If you are new here, first of all, welcome. Please make sure to subscribe if you like the vibes over here, if you like to see more content from me. Hit the like button or, my gosh. Please hit the like button or leave a comment if you find this helpful and if you like to get a conversation going and if you like to support me and see more content from me. Something that you guys should know about me is that I can be a huge procrastinator, okay? Like if I can push it back, I will. If I can do it later, then I will. This is a trait of mine that I'm trying to overcome. I'm trying to break it. And me trying to break that cycle and break this habit really brought the topic for today, which is we are not waiting until 2024 to start working on our goals. We are not waiting until 2024 to become her. We are going to become her now. We have like what, 6-7 weeks left of this year? I don't care. Let me tell you, I already had this talk with myself and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling amped up. I'm feeling motivated. So that's why I wanted to hop on here and have a little chat with you guys. So if you are coming across this video, it's not a mistake. This is your sign. Start now. Don't wait. I'm not waiting until 2024 to break bad habits, and neither should you. I'm going to advise you to do in your life the same thing that I did in my life, and it's this thing that I call a quality check. Now, I perform these quality checks every 2 to 3 months, sometimes monthly, and this is when I really take a look at myself, really analyze my life, and decide if I am on the right track, if I am doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing the things that I said I'm going to be doing, or if I kind of just let everything go to the wayside. A quality check, a life quality check. So I'm just going to break down how I perform my quality checks, and I kind of have these categories that I look at my life in, and I will be sharing them with you. So I encourage you to take these same categories, apply it to your life, spin it how you need to, and adjust it how you need to fit your life, and really analyze where you're at right now and how you're doing. So the categories that I look at when I am doing a quality check are health, finances, self-love, self-growth, relationships, and goals. Goal reaching. To do these quality checks, you can get a piece of paper, you can jot down notes, which is something that I recommend and that I like to do, especially if I want to hold myself accountable, or you can just sit yourself down and have a conversation with yourself and really just organize your thoughts. So I'm going to break down each category really briefly and just provide you some of the thought process and some of the questions that I ask myself to perform my quality check. So I recommend you getting a notebook, getting a pen, jotting down some of these questions so that you can later go through them and answer them for yourself. So first, let's talk about health. So when it comes to health, this is something that honestly is like a roller coaster for me. Like when I'm up, I'm up. When I'm doing good, I'm doing amazing. But it's like when I fall off and when I get comfortable with not doing what I need to do as far as taking care of my health and taking care of my body, then it's just out of control, completely out of control. So I have to perform these quality checks to make sure that I don't just spiral and just completely lose track of what it is that I'm working towards and what it is that I know is important and should be focusing on. So some questions that I ask myself when it comes to health: am I up to date with my doctor's visits? When's the last time that I've seen a doctor? When's the last time that I got a checkup? When's the last time I had my full blood work done? When's the last time I had that womanly girls checkup that we know that we need to have? When is the last time we've had that? If you know it's been a while, if you know you are past your due date, go ahead and make that appointment, sis. Make that appointment. Just do it. So this is something that I had to kind of slap myself around about recently, and that is, it's time for me to go to the doctor. It's time for me to get get a checkup and get my blood work and just make sure that everything is functioning inside my body the way that it should. When's the last time you've been to the doctor? Is it time for you to see a dentist? It's recommended, I think 2 times a year? 2 times a year for you to see a dentist. Have you been twice this year yet? Have you been once this year? Have you been once in the past 3 years? If not, maybe it's time to make that visit, make that appointment. And I know like things come into play like insurance, and not everyone has access to certain services, and I completely understand that. But if you know that you have access and you know that this is something that is fully available to you, but you're just choosing not to take advantage, I'm talking to you. Make that appointment. It's time to go. Go to the dentist, go to the doctor. How are you doing with your body goals? Have you been working out? Have you been cooking at home and eating in the house like you said you were going to do in the beginning of 2023 instead of eating out so much? If you've fallen off, if you haven't been staying strong this entire year, I don't care, start now. The hardest part is starting. Make that grocery list. Make the list, grab a few things from the grocery store, just make one meal. I'm not saying go meal prep for the rest of the year and don't go into another drive-through for the rest of the year. No, like just start with one meal. Have you been going to the gym recently? In the beginning of the year, I'm sure you had I hope you had some type of goal or some type of plan to stay active and to keep your body moving and to work out on a regular basis. Have you been keeping up with that? When's the last time you've been to the gym? Plan to go this week. Plan to go just one day this week. Get your body moving. Start now. Okay, your finances. What is your money looking like? And be for real. There's no point in acting like you have something that you don't. There's no point in sugarcoating things and making excuses for you spending money on this and for you splurging on that. How are your finances right now? Review those bank statements. Sit yourself down, pull up that app, and literally look at every single charge that you're making. That is the only way to have it put in your face. Like, it's just so easy now with our credit cards and with our debit cards. We just swipe. You don't realize how much money you're spending. You really don't. Pull up those bank statements. Look at your transactions. See where your money is going. Is that where it should be going? Is that where you plan for it to be going? If not, let's reel it in. Reel it in. And this is a message to self. I have to reel it in sometimes. And write this question down in nice big bold letters. Am I spending more than what I'm making? Am I putting out more than what is coming in? If the answer to that is yes, there's time to make some changes, and it's time to start now. Did you start looking for new jobs like you said you would? You know that you've been unhappy with your job. You know that you want to make more money. You know that you've hit some type of cap or feel like there's no other opportunities at your current position and that you should be looking for other jobs. Have you been applying? Have you applied for one job? Have you applied for one new job? Or are you still every day going to the same job, complaining that you're not making enough money, complaining that you don't see any growth, complaining that this is not where you want to be? Have you begun researching ways on how to increase your income? How to get another stream of income in maybe? How to have multiple streams of income? Have you researched what other people are doing to make money right now? Or are you just sitting there and kind of just letting time pass? Are you just complaining that you're not making enough money? Or are you really doing something about it and really making actions towards getting yourself out of it? And that doesn't mean that you're making the money that you want right now. That doesn't mean that you have that dream job that you want right now. But what steps have you made towards getting closer to that? That's what I'm asking. That's what I want you to ask yourself. Relationships. You said that you were going to show up more in your relationships. Have you? If you're a mom, are you setting aside that undivided, uninterrupted time just for you to pay attention to your child? Like you said you would. You want to be more present in your parenting. You want to be more present in your relationships. Have you intentionally been working on that? Have you been showing up differently for your romantic partner like you said you would? You said that you would be more patient. You said that you would be slower to respond and more eager to listen? Have you been? Ask yourself that. You told yourself you want to get together with the girls at least once every other week or once a month. Have you even called them? Have you been in touch with them at all whatsoever? What have you been doing to nurture your relationships? When it comes to yourself, how are you doing mentally? What are you reading right now? What does the majority of the content that you consume consist of? What are you feeding to your brain? What are you feeding to your mind? You said that you wanted to start seeing a therapist in 2023. Did you start your therapy sessions? Have you even researched therapists in your area? Have you even looked into seeing what type of therapy services are covered under your insurance? What type of steps have you made towards seeing your therapist? If therapy isn't an option for you, what inner work are you doing? Therapy isn't always available to everyone, and I understand that. That's something that might not always be an option. But honestly, there's so much information, there's so many tools and resources that are available these days. It's really no excuse for someone to not be able to heal. If you're able to have internet to be able to watch this video right now, that means you have the resources that you need to begin to do the inner work to heal yourself. And the practices that you will find online are very similar to certain practices that are used in therapy sessions. Have you been focusing on your thoughts and your self-talk? Or are you still beating yourself up? Are you still calling yourself ugly? Are you still saying that you're fat? Are you still saying that you're dumb? Or are you uplifting yourself? Are you catching those negative thoughts? Not saying that they will never arise and that it will never happen, but when it does happen, are you catching yourself and saying, no, those thoughts are not a true reflection of how I feel about myself, and nipping them in the butt? Or are you letting them grow and cycle until you're just in a depressed mood? Put that face mask on. Go get that mani-pedi. Start spending that me time with yourself. You said that you were going to start spending more time with yourself. You said that you were going to start putting more time into your appearance and into your self-care. Have you been? Have you been putting on the cucumbers and just zoning out, turning off the phone, relaxing, spending the extra 5 minutes doing the scrub in the shower? Have you been doing that? Take yourself out on that date. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Everything does not always have to be about work. You deserve to be spoiled. So if that means you need to spoil yourself, do it. Take yourself out. Take yourself out to a nice dinner. Take yourself out to get a drink. Take yourself out to buy something that makes you happy, that you enjoy. Have you been doing that? Make time for yourself, sis. You deserve it. You deserve it. Do not neglect yourself. Have you been pouring into yourself the same way that you like to pour into others? Your goals. What goals did you set for 2023? I'm sure you have them written down somewhere. It's time to take out that list, evaluate what have you checked off, and what still needs to be taken care of. It's not too late. I don't care that we have 6 weeks left. And when you're going through this list, don't beat yourself up about it. Ask yourself, what have I started working towards? What have I not touched at all? With the new year approaching, start making new goals. Start making that new vision board. You don't have to wait until December. You don't have to wait until December 31st and New Year's Eve to start planning for 2024. No, make that new vision board now. Start doing everything now. Really analyze what has worked for you, what has been successful for you this year, and what has not, and then adjust. And when you're asking yourself all these questions, don't do it from a judgmental place. Be stern with yourself, yes, because you are someone to take serious, but do it from a loving place. Do it with grace and do it with patience. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. You may fall off, and that's okay. It's normal, it happens. The important part is getting back up and getting back on track. That's what separates those who reach their goals and those who never achieve anything that they set out for. Let this be your reminder. Let this be a sign. Do a quality check on your life. Become that girl that you want to become right now. Don't wait. Start right now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like button. Share it with someone that you think would find this helpful and someone that you think needs to hear this, follow me on Instagram. I'm going to put my Instagram name here, and TikTok. I'm going to start getting active on there, so you go ahead and follow me on there too. I am really enjoying this process and me being on this platform. And I'm just really excited to see how I grow and see how I continue to become into the best version of myself. And I want you all to be on this journey with me. I want you all becoming the best versions of yourselves with me, so that we can all cheer for each other and really just becoming the best versions of ourselves. I just wanted to go through these points really quickly, but if there's anything that you want me to expand on, go ahead and comment it down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.